Hello and welcome to Boring Dad Gaming, where today we're going to be playing some more Disco Elysium. And anyone who's watched the previous episodes will know that we are doing what I'm calling the jerk cop playthrough, where we're going to try and be the jerkiest cop we possibly can. It's a game about thinking and philosophizing and politics, grieving. Learning, it's self-discovery as well, but we're going to basically try and break it just by being a terrible person.
An iron safety curtain curves before your eyes, folded like a bellows. It covers half the room, blocking the way into a colossal industrial chimney. What an odd thing to do. Nothing happens. Still nothing.
Even harder.
Those curtains.
Oh, we've hurt ourselves again. We're getting really low on health. We need to maybe be a bit more careful.
Can you please try to refrain from attacking random things?
I can. I want to see what's on the other side.
Why do you think there's something on the other side, necessarily? In any case, there's no way we can get in right.
Alright. Maybe we'll come back to that. Maybe we won't. See what this is. Shoes in a puddle of melting snow. It's interesting. Creaky floorboards. Some cans up here. Oh, yeah, what was that? Oh. What do we get? A postcard. La Delta. What's this? Oh, okay, well, we don't want to use that. Let's say we got a postcard items. Here we go. Got a kind green ape pen. A headless figurine. A shot put ball. Maybe we'll try and sell it. It's worth quite a lot. Maybe we can go to the pawn shop and sell some of the stuff, actually. That might be good. And a postcard. The sunlight has made this postcard almost completely sepia-toned. Okay. The postcard is prepaid. Maybe we could post it. I don't know what that would achieve, but maybe it's something we could do. Okay. I feel like that's all there is up here. I thought maybe there'd be more places to go, but I don't think there is. So we're looking for another way through. This was just a side room, wasn't it? Was that stairs there? No, it's just a broken wall. Okay, so where do we go from here? I want to go down, really. Is there a way to go further down? I think that's where we came from, isn't it? This doesn't go anywhere. Unless I'm missing something. Are there stairs down anywhere? Oh, what's this? This is a door, isn't it? Okay, ooh, scary bear. Oh, is that painkillers? Oh, that's magnesium for morale. Well, we're going to take that, and we're probably going to take the magnesium straight away because we're low on morale as well. Ideally, we need some more of that. Now, what's going on with this bear?
You see a terrifying ice bear with a strange compartment in its belly. The door is covered in frost, and the bear's eyes are glowing red. This ice bear is a hyper-carnivore. Be careful. This must be the fridge you were told about. Look inside. See if it's big enough for the corpse.
Yeah, let's do that.
A gust of freezing cold air rushes to greet you. You hear a low grumble as the bear regulates itself. This is the inside of a refrigerator. The lieutenant takes a peek inside. His hand has found the holster of his gun.
Okay, relax, Kim. It's just the fridge.
Of course. A giant ice bear-shaped fridge.
He relaxes his hand, his face bathed in the harsh light of the open fridge door.
Just what we were looking for. Let's see what's inside.
The shelves are empty. All you see are crumpled ice cream wrappers with the brand name Revachol Ice City. A handwritten note has been attached to the door. The fridge is huge.
What does the note
You
say?
pocket the note and the little fridge magnets keeping it on the door.
I'll just take a quick look at that. Oh, maybe we can't as we're in conversation. Fine.
A
Ice
friendly
wrappers?
cartoon bear smiles back at you from a glossy cellophane wrapper. It looks nothing like the fridge. The paper still smells of vanilla and chocolate.
This is the fridge. It looks big enough for 2 corpses.
It's certainly an eccentric choice, but it is capacious and cold enough, too.
But the optics on this are awful, he thinks. We need to be as silent as we can.
Shall we go and get the body, then? I'll take the head, you take the feet. The stairs won't be easy, but we'll manage.
The two of you. Easily.
Yeah, okay.
The body is heavier than you expected and stinkier. It takes half an hour to get it down to the basement. Then more time to stuff it into the fridge. The lieutenant takes a step back to admire your handiwork.
Yeah, there he is.
Beautiful. A dead body in a nice bare fridge. This is some of the best police work I've ever done.
You
He might be being
definitely
sarcastic.
earned a drink after this. Perhaps even some pagan rites.
Yes, we need to celebrate by performing pagan rites. Let's bring out the mead and set it on fire.
I knew you would say that. I knew this would lead to drinking. No, no more. This is paganistic enough, and it does not leave this room.
This isn't police work, Kim. It's art. We're artists, and this was our vision.
If I were an artist, this would certainly not be my vision. I would be much, much more conservative in my work.
Yeah, I
At
bet he
least
would.
we've stopped the body from decomposing further. Now you can conduct another inspection under controlled circumstances.
Inside the icy realm of the ice bear fridge, the corpse stands slumped, waiting.
Okay, this is a legendary check. We do have 58% chance, which is... okay, I guess. See how it goes.
You touch the
Nope.
dead man's body. His skin is cold, light blue and silvery in the light of the fridge. You still have no idea.
It'll come to you sooner or later. At least he's safe here until then.
What's going on here
Good
anyway?
question. It looks like an ice cream fridge. I know. What an unfortunate marketing choice. What is even worse, the bear is still costing them money to this day. The electricity bill must be catastrophic. On the other hand, it did help us with a certain corpse situation.
Lucky us. Indeed. Refrigerated meat is much better for coroner's work.
Do we talk to him again?
Shoot, Looney Rooney. I like it a lot, brother. This really is your finest hour. You're a genius. A regular Corporangelo. Come back later, Corpo. Amuse yourself with my frank manners and my memento mori features.
I thought we decided to leave it to process.
Damn it. This is turning into some sort of mega puzzle.
Alright, we'll leave that for now. I don't really want Kim to take him away, because if we level up our perception, we'll get another go at that. So let's leave it for now. Maybe we'll come back here if we level that up. Oh, hidden doorway. What have we got here? 2 rusty rifles are hidden above the piping. They look inoperable. Okay.
A few bricks have fallen off, revealing a compartment behind the wall. It's too dark to see in.
There is, yes. And there also appears to be something inside the hole. Interesting. Do you want to take a look?
God, I hope it's nothing that damages our morale. Okay, let's
Your
look
hand
inside.
reaches deep into darkness and spider webs. Rummaging around, you find rusty rifles hidden away. Most of
inspect them.
them are rusty and inoperable, like the rest, but one catches your eye. A bolt-action model, with a fine wood stock, in better cosmetic order than the others.
That's a rare sight. Seems to no longer be functional, but still a beautiful thing in its own way.
What does it mean, a
It
rifle
means
here?
there are firearms, albeit inoperable, still lying around in Martinez. It's an interesting coincidence, I would say. Might come in useful in the future.
He likes this find.
And where are we anyway?
Seems like an old bunker from the revolutionary period. Look at all those rifles. Must be an old weapons cache.
Lots of guns. Okay. Oh, we've got one. And let's. What else do we find? Okay, so here we go. We've got the broken rifle. And we've got. Oh, that's the dead man's photos. Note from the fridge. What does it say? It still bears some marks from the fruit-shaped kitchen magnets that we used to secure it. What does it say? Okay, it doesn't. I don't know. We can't read it apparently. Maybe it's too damaged. I don't know. Okay, ice cream maker's still running. Got some real, and that's for health. That's lovely. We're going to use that straight away. We're getting quite low on health too. Do alright on the money front, which is nice. There was something up here to click on, so let's go back up here a sec. There's something over here. What's this? And what's this?
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, colouring it pitch black.
I'm not going to kick it. I'm sick of losing health for kicking things. What is this?
Looks like it. Looks like an old central furnace used to heat the building. It's connected to the chimney. No one has used it in ages. No signs of any recent fire. Only...
It's dark and grimy here. In the darkness you can hear chat. The echo is so prominent, it's impossible to discern what the voices are saying, or what's producing them.
What are you doing? Wait, really? Maybe it's coming from behind those safety curtains we saw upstairs. We should ask the lady in the bookstore what's going on with these curtains.
Why would we smear our hands with coal? But on the other hand, why wouldn't we?
A lush layer of coal now covers your skin, sinking into the wrinkles. Your hands look ancient. Maybe you could paint something with this coal. Leave a cave painting for future archaeologists. No, that would be stupid. Still, it's good to have this dirt on you. Real men wear coal for makeup.
Okay. I'm not going to kick it, like I said, because we keep breaking our foot on stuff when we kick it. And I'd really like to get our morale up as well, if possible, because we're taking a few hits on that.
2 cables are plugged into the breaker box. The red one leads to the ice bear fridge, and the black one to the ice cream maker nearby. Something close to you dies with a soft electric purr.
So we unplugged the ice cream maker for some
Why did
reason.
you do that?
I don't know why I unplugged it. I do things without any reason.
The lieutenant raises his brows, but doesn't say anything. The electric distribution board now has 1 cable missing.
We'll leave. I don't want to unplug the bare fridge just yet. I'm going to take a look at the ice cream maker, though. What we got here? Insane mesh tank top. Sounds interesting. +1 drama. And what are we wearing? We're wearing a physical instrument one, aren't we? Where did you even get that one? Okay. I want to keep the physical instrument stuff high for this playthrough. Is there nothing I can do with this ice cream maker now? Okay, apparently I've unplugged it for no reason. Okay, now we're here. So I think we can turn off our flashlight. Oop. Let's do that. Let's just take it back into the inventory like so. And I think I might, yeah, let's head... Oh, first of all, let's post that postcard we found.
The dented yellow mailbox greets you with its graffito, bullet holes, and an RCM sticker.
Oh, maybe we'll pat it this time.
The mail collection box has no faith in your psychopathic manipulations.
Right, Joe, as we're here, let's go and talk to the bookstore owner about the talking that we had.
You broke down the back door, the wards, the door. It's all gone now. Dark psychic energy leeching onto my shop.
Sometimes it's necessary to resort to extreme measures.
I suppose it's all over now. I guess there's no escape.
What are you talking about?
Just a door? This place is cursed, Detective. They don't call it the doomed commercial area for nothing. Just look at the sheer amount of companies that have failed in this house. I hope you're happy now. Happy that you've ruined everything. Now that you've broken the door, the curse is coming to get me as well.
She closes her eyes and starts mumbling something to her pendant.
Host Almighty, she prays, guard me and my honest business venture from the curse that lurks behind the door. Blessed be your name.
Well, we're not going to apologise, so we'll go with curses. Cursed, but curses aren't real.
Of course you would think that. You're nothing but a policeman. All right, you know what? I'm willing to let you investigate the doomed commercial area. We are set on the path. There's little else to do.
Her facade has dropped. Now you see the curiosity behind the fear.
But before we go on, tell me, did you encounter the malignant entity?
Of course, the entity. I didn't see her, but I sensed her presence.
You did? Then it must be true. I've suspected that this woman-shaped energy must be connected to the curse ever since I first saw her. Did you see that she lives inside the chimney?
Yeah, well, let's just go with this
Yes,
option.
I've heard that. It's enormous. She has barricaded herself behind some metal security curtains upstairs. God knows what she's doing there. Some unnatural magic, I assume. You should go find the entity and ask what happened to all the companies in the building. And do return to me after you've talked to it. I'm quite anxious to know what she has to say about the curse.
If you're really interested in cracking this mystery, then we should go back to the furnace. Maybe you could yell into it or something. Make some noise. You'll think of something. You always do.
Despite his cool, the lieutenant's interested in solving this mystery too.
Any more
Okay,
questions about the
but
curse?
please, only a few questions. You wouldn't want to disturb the spirits.
How does
The
it manifest?
curse is so much worse than you could imagine. It's a disease, eating at the very foundation. It's the curse of financial distress, of ruin and bankruptcy.
I was hoping for a bit more, something more paranatural.
But officer, there's nothing natural about entire companies declaring bankruptcy. I'm talking about cacodemons, feeding off bad business practices and disappointing income statements. There's something wrong with this building, I can tell you. Ever since I arrived, I've sensed an eerie lingering presence, as if I was unwanted here.
Why didn't you tell me right away?
It's not good to talk about the curse, not in detail. The negativism, it's dangerous. Talking about the void wraiths angers them.
Such wraiths may prove a
I think
formidable
she might be
enemy.
mad.
Suit up.
You got help from anyone?
I've contacted numerous parapsychologists and even a pair of Simonese mediators. They provided me with the wards. The wards help to keep the doom at bay and protect us against the darkness that lies further in the building, even though now I fear it's not enough. Oh, this? No, it's a special Himian amulet, blessed by desert pygmy shamans, with a spell of compulsion. It's to compel people to buy books. There are numerous spells cast throughout the store. I had the books anointed with a different inducement spell, for example. It's guaranteed to boost sales 15%.
She is mad.
Yes, the Simonese are very crafty and their wards are extremely powerful. Lesser wards simply won't do here.
The woman before you scans.
Right. Okay, let's go back to the furnace then. The main thing is, in terms of finance, we've got enough to pay for our bed for the night, so we don't need to rush over to the pawn shop, assuming that's where we can sell things. But let's try and solve this mystery of the metal curtain that we found.
thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, colouring it pitch black.
Okay, we've got a 97% chance of this, so we're going to shout hello into the furnace.
Something breaks loose in you. A mighty bellow echoes throughout the chimney's depths. The chatter of tiny voices above suddenly cease. Then...
Hello?
I summon the ghost of this doomed commercial area. Answer me, spirit.
Hello? Did you say anything? I can't hear you. Please come upstairs. There's a safety curtain on the second floor. I'll open it.
You hear a low rumble upstairs. The sound of a curtain being pulled aside.
After you, officer.
Still not going to kick it. Not until I got some more healing items and my health up. Okay, we need the torch again. Maybe we can just feel our way around. Is he not going to? He's not going to come in, I think, until we got the torch. Okay, fair enough. And here we go. We're inside now. Oh, there's a person. What's going on? A tray full of dice. Lots and lots of dice.
Hello, I'm Nia.
A bird-like woman sits on a throne of tools with emerald light shining through her hair.
Did you try knocking on my window? I must have missed you. I've been listening to my Milius.
She taps on her headphones.
So what kind of die are you looking for?
I guess we'll just work through these.
Yes, Amelia is like a call-in station. You need a two-way radio to access one. That's why I have these.
She pats the headphones on the table.
Mostly, they just teach you to swear in different languages. But some of the stations can be quite interesting. I was so absorbed, I must have missed you knocking.
I haven't knocked on her window.
Then how did you get inside? By the south entrance? You know what? It doesn't even matter. What matters is that you're finally here. Let's talk dice. Did you have something specific in mind?
Why are you asking me about dice?
I'm a novelty dice maker. Tell me the name of your role-playing system and I'll make the die you need. That's why you're here, yes?
As she speaks, her bone-like fingers fiddle with a ring. Her bones light, but her hands strong.
No, I was looking for something else. Squint your eyes mysteriously. Answers.
Answers? How strange. These days people only come to me for dice and role-playing games. I'm not sure how helpful I'll be, but go ahead and ask.
The walls around her are covered with rows of precious stones and minerals. Let's ask her about the body first.
Nothing really. I didn't know him.
The lieutenant looks at his notebook, then the woman under the large window.
Your window looks directly onto the courtyard. You're saying you didn't see or hear anything unusual last Sunday evening?
I'm sorry, detective, but as you know, I usually have my headphones on when I'm working. It shuts out most of the daily ruckus behind my window.
Do you often work Sunday nights?
It's an odd profession, making dice for people. But I like it, and I prefer doing this to sitting at home.
And you never looked out the window.
I might have, but in this case, all I would have seen is my own reflection staring back from the darkness.
Smart
It's
mouth.
really hard to make anything out in the yard when it's dark outside. Besides, I rarely get up to look out the window when I'm in the zone.
What does daily ruckus
Well,
mean?
there's always something going on in the Whirling's backyard.
She stops to try and come up with an example.
During daytime, there are usually those kids. And lately, I've been seeing a lot of drunk workers hanging about. Must be because of the strike. But I never saw anyone during that fateful Sunday.
She nods.
Anything else, officer?
Where are we anyway?
We're inside the chimney of an old central furnace. It's strange, I know.
She looks at the ruddy bricks that make up the walls. Even though they've been repainted, there are still signs of coal-black soot here and there.
But when I arrived here, all the other rooms were taken, so I had to build myself a makeshift home. Besides, I don't really have to pay any rent here. so that's a plus.
Creative.
When she arrived here, there was no room anywhere else. She must have known the other businesses.
I've heard this place is cursed. Did you know that people call it the doomed commercial area?
I've heard the stories, but I don't think those stories are true.
How do you explain what happened to all those
It's just
companies?
capitalism. We only hear about tales of success, so it's often surprising to realize how many ventures actually fail.
Plaisance sent me. She's convinced the place is swarming with malicious energies.
Plaisance, the bookshop lady? I've heard that her business is doing rather well. Have the energies spared her somehow?
The curse is just biding its time before it strikes again. Sooner or later everyone will fail, even her.
Oh, right. But it's not just the bookstore that's still up and running. What about the whirling in rags? Some people say it's part of the building complex.
Hold on, it's part of the same area?
You could say so. Both houses were built at the same time and under the east of the Commerce Central project.
No, the whirling isn't doing well either. Its waitress just took off and customers are having trouble paying bills.
And then there is me.
Like me. She sighs, looking at her messy work table. All kinds of tools lie there scattered, from knives to carving files to wire cutters.
I've been here for 14 years, selling novelty dice to role-playing enthusiasts. Not exactly a million-real business idea, yet somehow I've survived despite the talk of malicious energies. Strange, isn't it?
Yes, but you live in a chimney.
It's because she's in cahoots with the demons.
Plaisance thinks it's because you're the source of it.
Malignant entity? What does that even mean? Some kind of sorceress? What about you, officer? Do you think I'm the malignant entity?
The jig is up. The she-demon knows you've uncovered her true identity.
I don't think it's her.
Exactly. Truth is always so disappointingly mundane and boring. But I'm glad we got this sorted out. Anything else I can help you with today?
Shivers. There's only a low chance of this, and I'm scared about failing it because of our morale level. So I'm not going to do that. Do you know what happened to the other tenants?
Les, are you interested in anyone specific?
Rats scuttle in the dark rooms under the abandoned blow dryers and dusty mannequins. Cobwebs cover rotors and radio computers alike. So much failure.
There used to be a hair salon, right?
Yes, I think it was called Androgynous Orlando or something similar. They weren't a big hit around here. Turns out that working class men don't like genderless haircuts. They're scared of that word.
Yeah, they're ahead of their time.
You wouldn't like it either. The others would laugh at you. It's not about the haircut. It's about the confidence.
What's wrong with a bit of experimenting? The customer should have been more
I
open-minded.
guess it just wasn't the time yet.
What about the gym?
It wasn't merely a gym, it was Artemiteps Boxing Club, a community project created to steer at-risk youth away from drugs and crime.
Who was
A
Artemitip?
kind man from Zemsk. I heard he had some trouble with the law when he was younger, and that's why he wanted to start the gym, as his way of giving back.
Maybe that's what Kuno needs. A community-centric boxing club.
Kuno? Who's Kuno?
He's a little ginger gremlin who likes to defile dead bodies.
Oh yes, you mean the kid with the sailor's mouth? Yes, I've heard him yelling profanities in the backyard.
She looks out of the window. It's oddly quiet there at the moment.
I think it would take more than a gym to help that kid.
How did it work out?
It didn't. If anything, it made the youth situation in Martinez even worse. At some point, someone started a rumor that the punching bag downstairs was full of amphetamines.
You should have known it.
Eventually, the coalition took away the funding and the club went bankrupt. This was a few years ago. It's gotten much more peaceful around the plaza ever since.
What's up with the broken windows?
Oh, this one's a mess. There used to be a company that promised to repair windows 24 hours a day. What could go wrong with this one, right? Turns out the business business was actually set up as a front for an illicit group that was producing snuff medias. Who would have guessed? And they never cleaned up the debris either. Now it's just littering the hallway and I have no idea how to get rid of it on my own. It's a sub-Rosa radio station that broadcasts real murders with real victims. Some people pay good money to get off on it.
What does she mean? Get off on it.
Don't worry, the ACP has a separate division that deals exclusively with unlicensed sub-Roses. This isn't our problem.
Good luck with that. It's not easy catching those perpetrators.
God, there are a lot of businesses here. Did someone make stuffed animals? I saw mounts lying around.
You mean Mr. Fabron, the taxidermist? No, he mostly just did drugs.
Okay.
But what drugs exactly?
I need to know what drugs he was doing for my police report.
He got high on some weird taxidermy chemicals. I wouldn't recommend it to anyone. Eventually, they caused him to lose control of his bladder. The smell was awful.
Even you can probably do better than that.
I saw some creepy
There
mannequins.
used to be a fashion atelier here, but I have forgotten the head designer's name. They were doing well for a couple of years, until the insect rights activists came.
Insect rights activists?
Mm-hmm. The atelier produced a certain collection that used chitin among the materials. Apparently chitin is made in the Occident, where it's extracted from beetle wings. And you know how all kinds of political movements are big in the Occident. The activists shut down the biggest chitin supplier, which of course caused the price to skyrocket. And, naturally, all the most fashionable tastemakers refused to be seen in chitin from then on. The atelier went bankrupt before they could finish the collection.
I'm glad that someone took care of the little guys. I like insects.
Really? Anyway,
Rotor blades and
they were
skis?
made by a company called Slipstream. After they pivoted from making rotor blades to skis, their chief executive took off on a vacation with all their money. Honestly, I think it's quite funny. I think he's still sending out holiday transmissions from Tulula or Tiumotiri or Hashtkor or wherever he is. The usual, I imagine. That he's been thinking up all kinds of new business plans and can't wait to get started on them just as soon as he returns.
Men like that are a curse.
Sure, but Slipstream is history now. All their remaining assets got seized by the bailiffs in 47. I have no idea why those skis and blades are still lying around in the house. Not much use now, I guess.
Maybe you could make a sword out of one. No, wait, forget it.
Strange machine.
Fortress Accident, the radio game studio. They were an interesting bunch. We talked about role-playing systems every now and then. Once, I even saw two of them get into fisticuffs over Wirral. They certainly took their work very seriously, even if they seemed to be chronically liberal with their schedules. The usual, they ran out of money and couldn't get the project done on time.
What went wrong?
Well, I did hear them talking at times.
She looks at the hallway as if she can still hear them, chit-chat behind her curtains on a cigarette break.
They seemed to believe they were historical individuals on some grand quest.
It did look quite impressive.
Yes, but when the money started to run out, they just began to complain a lot about capitalism. You know, how the markets are rigged to keep out new businesses and so on. In the end, they just didn't get it done. They didn't have enough willpower to produce something truly historic, and to show up to work on time.
Showing up to work on time is hard. No, scratch that. Showing up to work at all is difficult, especially if you've been drinking.
Showing up to work on time is incredibly hard.
And so is producing something extraordinary. Anything else?
The bear?
Oh boy, the fabled Revershow ICT. You're in for a treat here.
She smiles and leans closer, hands on her knees like a stand-up comedian ready to tell a story.
The place was owned by two guys who had some rather innovative ideas about marketing. The bear was one of them. Now ask me about their other ideas. There was really just one. and it involved picking out the prettiest girls in the neighborhood and paying them 20 cents per hour to man the booth. And by man the booth, I mean slump behind the counter with a face that could maim you if you ever dared to disturb their bored magazine browsing.
Fritta does the same thing.
I know a girl like that. She works in Fritt as a cashier and she's not very friendly.
Employing silky teenage girls is a widespread practice, yes. Unfortunately, they always come in packs. I'm talking about acne-ridden girlfriends and gorilla-like boyfriends loitering near the shop. At least that's what happened with Ravenshaw ICT. And they already had the bear.
What about the bear?
The bear.
She repeats, pressing her thumbs into her temples like trying to suppress a headache.
Of course not. The bear was terrifying. No one wants ice cream guarded by a hostile apex predator. To make matters worse, the fridge didn't work too well either, and half the ice cream came out malformed and partially melted. Eventually, Ravenshaw ICT lost the price war to its rival, Class A 5000. Class A 5000 sold caramel sundaes for only 5 cents a piece, out of regular fridges.
I'm sure the bear was doing its best.
Maybe, because the taxidermist who made that bear definitely wasn't. Doing his best, I mean.
How come?
He said that the bear was his vision beast. He said he met his vision beast while high on desiccants. Called it Megatherian.
Scary.
Megatherium?
Megatherian. A mega wild beast.
What's
It's
that?
an imaginary beast that guides you through life by telling you to do more drugs, mostly.
A wise and noble beast, guiding you toward the land where the streets are paved with drugs.
I do drugs. I've got a vision beast myself.
Do you? Well, good luck keeping it under control. Anyway, now you know the story of the fallen ice cream empire.
Little sparkling embers under the window. Outside it's light. Light scatters from the low-hanging cloud cover. There's always the threat of snow.
Anything else? Another failed business, perhaps?
The
I've been
intercom?
here. Oh, right. I hope you didn't try to ring me. I think none of those doorbells work, including mine. I'm still in the middle of connecting the wires. Sorry about the confusion. The one with an empty name card. It's the last one in the list. As I said, it's quite useless right now.
Okay, good thing we didn't
It
waste time with
doesn't
that earlier.
work. Sure, I'm listening. Good. I hope it clarified things a bit. What else?
Can we order a
Of
dice from her?
course. Tell me what you have in mind.
Something to help with my
I
work.
think I have just the right one for you.
Police colors.
Not the most original, I know. But sometimes the obvious choice is obvious because it's best. Here, catch. They're a gift from me.
Oh, 83%. We got a good chance of this.
Mr. Smooth
Hey.
moves. You snatch the dice out of the air with one hand, just like you're in a movie.
Let's wink at her.
Oh,
That's the
what are
jerkier thing to do.
odds? The red one is made of bloodstone with a lapis lazuli inlay, and the blue one is the inverse. I believe these dice are your lucky charm, officer.
She winked back at you. Can you believe it? You truly are Mr. Smooth Moves.
You'll definitely need luck in Martinez. Was
No,
there
I'm still not going to do
anything
that
else?
shivers check because we're a good chance we'll fail it. But let's level up, as we did that during that conversation. And we want to level up physical instrument again because we want another go at punching out the big guy at the gate. Yeah, that's good. I might go down to the gym actually. As you mentioned, there might be something interesting down there. It's probably nothing, but let's go check anyway. Can we interact with the punch bag now? No. Oh, well, I guess not. But that's okay. We can exit via here anyway. I think. Yeah. Right. Right, let's put our torch away again. And I'm going to pop down to the pawn shop next, I think, and then try and sell some of this stuff we found and get a bit of money. I'm presuming we can sell stuff there. We've got a couple more hours of the day left before we have to kind of go and crash for the night. Ah. Oh, it's down here, isn't it? So I'm going to explore this area over to the left. I'll probably leave that till tomorrow now.
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
Something I'd like to
Sure.
sell.
Let me have a look.
No, let's look at our menu.
Anything else you're thinking of selling?
No, we might keep that. Might sell the pen. How do we sell stuff? Right click. No. Drag. Oh, is it? Do we click there? Oh yeah, there we go. We'll sell that. No, we just bought that, didn't we? Why do we sell it again? We'll sell the shot put. Maybe the old postcard. Gonna keep the dice. I think we'll keep the rifle for now. I mean, they didn't believe that was us anyway, did we? Maybe we'll sell that, get a decent amount of money for it. We'll keep that for now. We've got 44 real now.
Another time.
Nice. Yeah, we're getting towards the end here, but I want to go and test our metal again at the dock gate. I think we have to try. And if we don't do it this time, I don't know. We had 83% chance last time. Somehow failed. Right, here we go. This is the big one.
Your race descent has only worsened since I last saw you. You have really let yourself go.
Okay, this is a 92% chance of success. Ah, this time.
Just like that, instinct took over. A solid strike straight into his throat, into the cartilage. You could swear you felt the soft palate break. The man is reeling, gasping for air. Time stands still around you. In the distance, the sounds of the harbor are falling silent. All you hear is a small gurgling sound as a trickle of blood appears on the man's lip. He's open. Rip into him. Right hook. Escalate it. Get intimate with him. Bring the hurt closer.
Okay, we could punch him again. But I think we're going to back up and perform a 360-degree flying spin kick.
The man lands with a dull thump, like a broken down puppet of muscles and sinew. For a moment, he still tries to keep his head up, dazed eyes looking at you with unimaginable surprise. To your left is the button.
Disco Inferno.
As you slam your fist on the button, the man collapses entirely, his head rolling to the side.
Looks like you're the new measurehead now.
No one is the new measurehead. Let's go before he gets up.
As you turn, a bright light catches your eye, making you squint. From a distant sunset, a stage light, flash photography, nowhere in particular. It's just what superstar law officers do. They squint at lights, and they solve shit.
Yeah, that's me. I've been establishing my superstardom hard lately.
Yeah, you have. You're a big dick cop, Dick Mullen. Salam Rocky Baye, badass on the edge disco cop. Time to recede into a ludicrous fantasy world. Here we go. Camera, lights.
Action.
With a sudden flash, the world freezes around you, and you along with it. In an iconic monochrome solution, a black silhouette against a rasterized orange world. It's on.
Okay, let's oh, okay. No, we're still internalising a thought at the moment. We can look into what being a superstar might entail. Let's see what's in this box first. Money, money, money. Right, do we press the button? Where do I go? What do I do? Oh no, it just opened the gate, didn't it? So it's probably the, yeah, I think we can just get through downstairs now. Get through here? Oh, we can. Maybe that's what we opened. Cool, so we're in a new room now. It's probably some stuff to discover here, but we're going to leave it there. I hope you enjoyed this episode in Disco Elysium, where we finally got past the big guy at the gate. If you did enjoy the video, then it'd be great if you could hit the like button and perhaps even consider subscribing to the channel. In the meantime, I hope to see you next time for more Disco Elysium. Bye for now.